Hi, friends. It's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom here with a special video regarding the astrology of 2022, the major aspects of astrology. So, I'm giving you a little bit of what the future year holds. And if you want to know specifically, I'm going to talk about them generally. But if you want to know specifically how they connect to your chart, please contact me. There'll be a link below for a private reading or private session regarding, how the aspects or what is activated in your chart. I will look at your natal chart and your solar return chart to give you an idea of what may be coming for you this year. So let's get to some of the major aspects. I'm going to try to do this all in one video. First up is Venus, the planet Venus, the ruler of love, money, beauty, has gone retrograde. Went retrograde on December 19th of 2021 in the sign of Capricorn. An earth sign. Capricorn is the earth sign that rules our career, a public facing life and what we do out in the world. Okay. And she will be retrograde in Capricorn until January 29th of 2022. Once Venus actually goes direct on January 29th, she will remain in Capricorn and influencing your Capricornian house until March 4th or 5th of 2022. So she's in that earth sign for quite a while, whether she is retrograde or direct, okay? And it's because she's already been in there for quite a while. She just went retrograde last week. What does it mean when she goes retrograde? Well, it means that you need to be careful of how you're spending your money. You might want to be careful about whether you start a new romance or relationship that it looks like many other astrologers advise against that. So I would do the same. Um, because people and projects are going to come back to you from the past. And since this is in Capricorn, they actually may be more work related. Things might come full circle. An opportunity at work that you thought had passed you by actually may come back for a second chance, a second opportunity. Um, the people in the projects that come back from the past in during a retrograde are meant for you to either take advantage of them, reunite with a person, or close out, complete it, release it, resolve it, and that sort of thing. So Venus, whatever you value, Venus rules what you value: relationships, money. You want to keep an eye on those things, okay? While Venus is in retrograde, you'll have to reevaluate. You may be really reevaluating how you spend your resources, how you invest your resources, those types of things, okay? So that is Venus retrograde from December 19th, 2021 to January 29th of 2022. The next thing I want to talk about is um, Jupiter. Jupiter next week on December 28th is moving from Aquarius into Pisces. Jupiter rules our belief systems. Jupiter is the planet of opportunities, miracles, good fortune, the expansion principle. Wants to expand the rewards in our lives, but it can also expand the negatives depending on what is happening. It just wants to expand something. So we want to be careful of that. Now, Jupiter in Pisces It will be in Pisces actually 2 times this year. It will be in Pisces first from December 28th, later this week, until May 10th of 2020. Then it leaves Pisces and goes into Aries from May 10th to October 28th of 2022. On October 28th of 2022, it actually turns retrograde. At some point, it turns retrograde, and on October 28th, it will fall back into retrograde back into Pisces and will remain in Pisces until December 20th of 2022. So there's two major periods where Jupiter is in Pisces. And what does this mean? Pisces is the sign of our intuition, our psychic abilities, our spiritual abilities. It's the 12th house on the natal chart usually, and traditionally, and it rules the other, the abilities to see on the other side of the veil. Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces. The current ruler is Neptune, since Neptune was discovered. But before Neptune was discovered, Jupiter was the natural ruler. So Jupiter feels comfortable in Pisces. This means I really feel like this is and I'm looking forward to this. This means that our intuition, our intuitive abilities, our psychic abilities, our spiritual awakening will expand. So people who are not even going through any of this might start to actually get curious about spiritual things or their own abilities, their intuition, their own psychic abilities. So there is this great possibility of that kind of expansion, which is I find very exciting. The 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 couple of points within that, some good fortune, and bringing the best blessing, because Jupiter wants to give us these blessings. Okay, Jupiter and Venus are the benefic planets in the cosmos, and they want to support us. They want to give us the money and the relationships and the expansion of all that is good within our lives. Okay. So you want to take advantage of this expansion and this possibility, especially during February, March, April, and May of 2022. Okay, those will be the best times for the best blessings from Jupiter. The other thing is that on April 12th of 2022, Jupiter actually goes conjunct with Neptune, the old ruler of Pisces, conjuncts with the current ruler of Pisces, Neptune. What does it mean when they're conjunct? That means they're on the same aspect, the same degree in the charts. And when they are, that means they increase and boost each other's abilities and energy. All right. So we might get a special boost around April 12th of 2022. I'll be very curious to see what happens then. Let's see, what else do I want to mention? There are Mercury retrogrades coming, and they are all occurring in air and earth signs. And this year, we usually get 3 a year, 3 Mercury retrogrades. This year, we're very lucky. We're getting 4. I am being a little facetious there. But when you understand Mercury retrograde and you take advantage of that energy, you can turn it into an opportunity to rest, rejuvenate, and redo or reevaluate some things in your life. Now, so what are we experiencing with the Mercury retrogrades? They're meant for us to review, revise, reevaluate the themes this year around ideas because the air signs, rule our mind and our thinking. The themes are around the ideas in our lives. And of course, um, they're followed by the retrogrades going over a sign that is air and then ending in the time of an earth sign. And when that is the case, it could be about ideas that we're unable to manifest, to make real in the earth plane, or we just, our ideas don't have anything to do with reality and we need to turn those ideas into reality, okay? Or we're not satisfied with the outcome of the ideas we've had so far, okay? So let me say the dates and the signs that these are in. So on January 14th through February 3rd, Mercury retrograde starts in Aquarius, the air sign, and goes backwards and ends up in Capricorn, the earth sign. Okay. So again, it's about what we're thinking and how we make it real. Okay. And then in May 10th to June 2nd, Mercury goes retrograde, starts in Gemini, the air sign, and ends in Taurus, the earth sign. Okay. And then the third retrograde of the year, starts on September 9th and goes to October 2nd. It starts in Libra, a very balanced air sign, and ends in Virgo, very detail oriented earth sign. And then the last retrograde of the year actually starts at the end of the year on December 29th of 2022, a few days at the end of the year, and then continues on in January until January 18th of 2023, and it's entirely in Capricorn. So that is about how we're making, finally, reviewing what we have made real and thinking about what changes we need to review there. So those are the Mercury retrogrades happening. There is an exciting, let me follow that up with some exciting news of a period of time of the year where no planets are retrograde. They are all direct. And that means all the momentum is going forward. And this is a very key time I want you to take advantage of to do things, to make plans. So that is from February 4th through April 28th of 2022. February 4, April 28th. No planets are in retrograde motion. All are direct. They're all moving forward. They're all providing us momentum. Take advantage of their energy to make important decisions, launch new businesses, projects, relationships, sign contracts, and other important documents. So there's a period of time that you can take advantage of to move something forward. So it's about thinking about it now in January and then starting in February. Okay. And then, during that time, you've got Jupiter that is helping you get that good fortune going as well. So you've got a lot of momentum happening. Okay, the other thing that I want to talk about is the North and South node. The North and South nodes are karmic points in your birth chart. They're the nodes of the moon, and the north node is about what we need to achieve in this life, okay? And the south node is about what we have brought into this life from our past lives, and which is really interesting. What we bring in and what we have to use, okay? Um, the the nodes usually have an 18-month cycle, and right now, well, I should say in January, on January 19th of 2022, they are going to change signs. They are usually on a polar axis. So the north node is going to move into Taurus, our second, traditionally the second house of the chart, and the south node is moving into the eighth house, or Scorpio ruled house. Now, what does this mean? The second and eighth houses rule our money. The second house, Taurus, ruled by Taurus, is I should say, ruled by Venus, but it's the Taurus house, is about our personal possessions and our personal money, how we make money, how we spend money, how we value money. The eighth house is shared possessions, how we have combined our money with other people, either in business or like a marriage. It rules taxes, loans, bank loans, credit. So it's other people's money as well as your money, and how other people's money may become your money, your shared resources. So, with those nodes moving to the houses that are all about our economics, personal economics, shared economics, I have a feeling from that, and what I've been reading from other astrologers, is that there will be some financial impact regarding the north and south node changes. And in your sign, we can look at where the nodes are and what does that mean for you in terms of what what you need to work on in terms of especially of the north node. So that's happening. Let's talk a moment about the eclipses, and then I will wrap up. I'll be able to fit most of what I've got going on here. So the eclipses, we're going to have two pairs of eclipses, uh, spring and fall. The eclipses, as you know, they eclipse, or they they signal the a change at some point. You can release things, or you can make some major changes. They accelerate the lunar changes that they are in. So, for example, on April 30th is a new moon solar eclipse in Taurus, the same in the nodes. So there's going to be some things there about our finances and our personal finance. A new moon always is that fresh start. So there could be prosperity, there could be blessings coming in, and or you might have to shift about how you spend money, how you invest your resources. Paired with that is the full lunar eclipse on May 15th, and that is in Scorpio again on the same nodal and they're both in that same nodal because it's the moon, where the moon is. So those features, that new moon solar eclipse in Taurus and the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio could feature it will feature Venus and Jupiter, both planets that bring us benefits and rewards. And so might be opportunities for financial fortune or financial promotions. So watch for those. There's something going on regarding our finances this year between the nodes and the eclipses. In the fall, the eclipses fall on October 25th with the new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio, And on November 8th, the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. So there's some other clashing with planets there: Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune. So there's going to be bringing some tension there in that set of eclipses. So we've got good fortune in the first set of eclipses, and then in the second set in the fall, we may have some tension or resistance to change. So, I mean, the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, Taurus is about what's happening in our real world. It's an earth sign. And in terms of, money, it could be Wall Street, it could be our economy and how we need to change some of those things. And we may be resisting that change. With Uranus there, which is wants innovation, and Saturn there, which wants to keep traditions, keep everything the same, it sounds like we're going to have a little clash between the old and the new, and it's going to just be energized by that eclipse energy. Okay. Boy, there's a few other things here, but I will get to those as we encounter our aspects this year. In terms of the collective and the structures, Saturn and Pluto are helping us trying to restructure in major systems. Pluto is in Capricorn and it's making its return to the position of where it was when the United States was born in the Declaration of Independence chart 250 plus years ago. So Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, power and transformation. Capricorn is the sign of companies, governments, careers, societal structures. So there might be power struggles will continue through 2022. And society systems may begin to see more changes, begin to crumble so that changes occur. I think we'll also continue to see the corruption and that protests will continue. Okay. And Saturn, the planet of karma and life lessons, is in Aquarius until March of 2023. So expect restrictions from government like mandates, travel restrictions. There'll be technology advancement, fights for equal rights will continue. So society upheaval will continue. Um, but we have some good things with Venus trying to give us, a push, and Jupiter especially trying to be expansive and reward us for all that we're trying to do. So I think there's a mix of good things and some things we need to just watch out for and be aware of. So to be informed is have power. So hopefully this has helped. I know it's a lot to take in. Feel free later in the year to review. And then the other thing is I will continue to talk about these things as they come up and as they take place. So we'll go into further detail as the year progresses. I want to send you many blessings. Thank you for liking, sharing, and have a wonderful 2022.